helping you invest in yourself so we can invest in the future. Make sure you guys smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, make sure that bell notification stays lit, everybody. We're going live at a moment's notice, everybody. Let's get this party started a little bit. Let's get some people up in here. We'll talk cryptocurrency. We're going to talk the dips. We'll talk XPX, FEG token, all your favorite plays. Let's go ahead and tap in. Let's get the stream shared. That's what I'm doing. I'm sharing it on the back end. You guys know what's going on, man. The crypto's dipping, everybody. It dips and it dips and it dips, but that's okay. That's honestly okay. If you're here long term, you will be able to, you know, basically make it in this market. It's definitely testing everybody. That's kind of the nature of this right here, and we're gonna get into it right now. Let me make sure the chat is up. There we go. Let me jump into here. Welcome in those who are tuning in. Welcome in, everybody. Let's see what we got. Let me see. I like the OBS because we get to share the sound and stuff, right? But it starts up a little bit funky. All right, so welcome in, everybody, on this beautiful Tuesday. Tuesday, everybody. Another crypto day. I mean, testing everybody for sure. So 2.5 was the last time we seen it. Let's refresh it. 2.44 trillion. Whoo! When I dip, we dip, we dip, everybody. More tariffs scaring everybody. It dips a little bit lower. It dips a little bit lower. But honestly, it's exactly where these prices were supposed to go. What's up, Rico? How you doing today? Man, I'm feeling good. You know, it creeps up on me during the last live stream. Obviously, you know, it was I was having fun with you guys, and then towards the end, I started to deteriorate live on you guys, which is unfortunately. But we're gonna pull up. We're gonna do the live show. I'm feeling better than those first days. I'll tell you that, and we'll fight through these next ones for sure. It's no big deal. Dante, welcome in. Appreciate you guys, all the support, all the real ones holding it down. You know, those supporting the chart, those supporting the community, those supporting honestly everything that we're doing. It doesn't matter what project you are, you're being tested. I would not do what everybody else is doing. You know, this is where if you already found your favorite play, it doesn't even have to be XPX. I don't care what it is. Honestly, it could be your favorite meme coin, it could be your favorite rug, your favorite CTO, whatever you want to call it. This is where you want to kind of support this thing and kind of make it grow. Or you can just do what the masses does all the time, follow, you know, what's going on, and then eventually, you know, you're going to be in this shoulda, coulda, woulda scenario once again, right? So, you know, right now, you're seeing some of the cheapest prices on your favorite projects, whether it's FEG, whether it's XPX, whether it's Mubarak, whether it's whatever you're being a degen on. I mean, almost everything is on a discount, but what's happening is everybody's buying into the fear. Instead of buying into their favorite projects that they already know are going to keep doing what they got to do, and whether it's a meme coin, utility play, whatever it might be, they're paper handing the situation, which, you know, that's fine if you got to protect yourself and that makes you feel like you're doing the right thing. I'm just saying you don't want to hurt your gems. You don't want to hurt your projects that I don't care if even if it's a meme coin, you guys are just screaming about, right? You guys don't want to hurt these plays right now. This is a time that it'd be a lot easier to get Ethereum for the cheap and support your Ethereum projects. It'd be a lot easier to support your BNB plays because BNB's at 554. It's a lot easier to support all your Solana plays because hey, Solana's cheaper than ever before. You were buying Solana at 2 something 180 to go ape into some more Solana plays, and now you're seeing Solana on a crazy discount. That exact play that you were buying Solana for at 200 180 to pump it up, now you're seeing Solana cheaper, that play cheaper, but for some reason you think it's time to leave the market. It is not time to leave the market, everybody, okay? Things are just resetting. Me and Bitcoin are sick. The markets are sick a little bit. That's okay. It happens. It doesn't mean that it's not going to get better, everybody. Now, if you're a part of FEG Token, you're a part of Smart DeFi, you got staking rewards. That's exactly built for these times right here. It's not just built for the pump it up great times that everybody wants to scream about, but it's also there to protect you during the paper handing times, right? Because, you know, no matter what, you're receiving rewards on a play that you have conviction in a play that you know it's going to keep going higher, everybody. So check this out. We're going to go over some of this right here. I appreciate you guys pulling up. I know the markets are definitely testing everybody. Let me make sure we're live on everything that we got to be live on really quick over here as well. Okay, yeah, we're good to go. We're good to go, everybody. We're good to go. Let's go. Let's start off with BTC. Start off with the daily chart. Work our way down, everybody. Nobody. You know what's crazy is like you can honestly tell people how certain things are going to play out, and everybody's still acting somewhat surprised. Like this was on the table. We talked about it for months, and I'm always bullish on the market. Like I'm still bullish. You could look at the S&P 500. You could have been a bull the whole time and won. Honestly, it's basically betting on America, right? And you could have long term. It's always an uptrend. You can look at the gold chart. You can look at whatever chart that you want, and that's why Warren Buffett says that this is a device to move money from the impatient people, excuse me, to the patient people, because in the short term, you're going to see volatility and where people get shooken out. Long term, long term, this is just going to be one silly long uptrend. This is Bitcoin. This is how brand new this chart is, everybody. This is how brand new the Bitcoin chart is. Go look at your S&P 500s. Go look at how long these charts lasted, your Amazon stocks, all these stocks. It's like short term, they had tons of times where it was super volatile and people got shooken out. But when you look at it long term, it's been an uptrend nonstop. So we're in that same scenario right here. We're in a short term volatility, which is kind of like organically being done. A prior resistance, future support is trading underneath the 50 moving average on the daily. That's, a bearish trend right there, a downtrend. You could capitalize on that, or you could just sit on your hands and wait for a little bit, right? So we're looking at this right here, 72,000, prior resistance becoming future support. Are there some scarier ones people don't want to hear? Of course. This volume profile goes all the way down to 58,000. Does that mean that would be the end of the bull run, end of the bear market? Or the beginning of the bear market? No, I think the beginning of the bear market where people would just throw in the towel would be Bitcoin underneath like 52K. Back underneath this old area over here, it would just be like deflated or defeated all the way and depleted as far as enthusiasm. But really, as far as technical goes, you should be able to weather this. And if it is, then you just play the downtrend all the way, or you watch it turn around like most people really think that it's gonna do. I really think that we haven't had our all the way top. Some people might think that. Some people with longer time in the market probably consider more experience. That's fine, cool. I still think that there's money on the table to be made on the upside. Short term, yeah, there's going to be some volatility, but this rainbow chart is better than any professional trader. This rainbow chart right here is better than anybody who's been in the market forever and ever, because it's just going to play itself out no matter what. And this is really where I'm staying, and this is where I'm going to stay grounded no matter what. It's like, where does the Fed token exist when Bitcoin's 236,000? Where does XPX exist when Bitcoin's, let's just say 175, 175,000? Like BNB is going to be up. Like the whole market is going to be up at some point when we see BTC up here. Now, everybody's being tested in these shorter time frames, and like, hey, to each his own, paper hand what you want to paper hand, but some of this stuff is just going to be done just because this is how the market works. Like, whether you like it or not, some of these projects that you want to even hate on or whatever, they're going to pump no matter what. They're going to pump no matter what. So long as the community doesn't ignores the noise, like, so long as the team ignores the noise, the team continues to build and the community ignores the noise, you're good to go. You're good to go, because there's no way that, when BTC, here we go into orange, here we go into orange, here we go into orange. Where the heck, everybody, is our orange over here? I know that short term the market's scaring us, but don't hurt your favorite projects right now, because your Fed token should be worth way more with BTC up there. Your XPX token should be worth way more when BTC's up here. So you don't want to start paper handing early, everybody. The market's not done. This is why we're using the smart DeFi tech to help these stakers and stuff. This is what we're going to do. Let these numbers climb up. Appreciate you guys pulling up. I know the markets are, getting everybody. I mean, to the point that they're so sick that they're really sick. I'm really sick, right? But look at this. This is, there's tons of professional traders. A lot of people saying, hey, bull run over. Do you guys think the bull run's over? Let me know in the chat right now. Like, honestly, do you guys think that this time BlackRock, this time Vanguard, this time nations and countries and everybody getting and accepting Bitcoin more than ever before, we don't get to come up here? If that's the case, I'm okay with being wrong this time on that. But That's just not going to be the case, whether you guys like it or not. You know, your favorite plays and even the plays that you want to hate on are, if they exist and they're relevant and they got a community. When you guys get up here, you guys are going to win because BTC is the rising tide that raises all the ships. I don't care who's president, blue president, red president. You guys can get caught up in all that stuff if you guys want to. You gonna get caught up in all those in that noise? Go right ahead. And as people continue to get rich, they do this. COVID, no COVID. They do this no matter, red president, no red president, blue president, no matter. These people are getting rich no matter what. Does it really get you more money and alleviate your everyday life whining about stuff? Does it? Are you honestly making a difference? I know that's harsh, right? I'm a little bit harsh when I'm sick. I'm just keeping it real with you guys. I want you guys to honestly make sure that you win. And right now, I notice a lot of people, they're getting caught up in all this noise. They want to hate this side, they want to hate that side. That's fine. How much of that hate is getting you paid? How much of that hate is making you become innovative? I don't know. How much of the nonstop talking in circles of, whether you hate this person or that person, it's like, who cares? Do you realize that there's an opportunity right here for you to do really good? BTC is backed by big boys. That's the big difference with the 2021 pick double top and then the crash to 18K, right? I mean, this time I don't think there'll be a crash. I don't think there'll be a crash to 18K. Will there be a pullback? There'll be a pullback, bro, for sure. But look at what's interesting about every time there's a pullback on BTC, right? So you got this, right? No matter what, it continues to get higher. This pullback, look at this pullback. Look at this. No matter what, it's at a higher price. No matter what. Is there going to be a pullback? Yes, there's going to be a pullback. Did it happen and this is all we got? And no, we're not done. That pullback, honestly, what is looking like a nice little price, a price of a Bitcoin, at 100K Bitcoin, $138,000 Bitcoin, depending where in this blue area we pull back to after we come up to the orange, like we do every single time. Blue president, red president, you love them, you hate them. COVID, coughing, no coughing, UFOs, China balloon, no China balloon. The prices did this no matter what. Okay? Now you can get lost in the sauce if you want to and pretend that, doing all that stuff really matters. Or you can make sure that you can take care of yourself and take care of your family and understand that there's a financial shift and money's being moved around right underneath everybody's nose. And constantly what happens is the noise. The noise gets everybody. So we got Bitcoin right now at a $2.44 trillion market cap. US China escalations. Remember when that North Korea escalations? Remember North Korea was sending rockets? Price was still going up. North Korea, your Korea, my Korea, price is still going up. All right. Are there pullbacks in the short term? Yes, there's pullbacks. Are we going to learn during these phases? We're definitely going to take notes and we're going to learn how to continue to capitalize this. I'm already ready. Check this out. Next cycle, I'm going to front run, all that Polyfi meme coin stuff. That Polyfi meme coin stuff right now, that's like long gone, right? And maybe there'll be like new ones that come out and like because it's new liquidity, they pump up. But next election, I mean, you can play into the people every time. Next election that's going to come up, all you got to do is just find out who's the candidates, and you can do the same Polyfi. But that secular thing has changed. So now we're going to wait for the next one. We're going to wait for the next one, everybody. We're going to wait for the next one. This thing still has something on the table for all of us. $2.44 trillion market cap, crazy discount. Exactly doing what we talked about for a while. It was always on the table, especially when we lost this pretty little box up here, right? We talked about it a while back when we were saying, hey, we're in a nice little, we thought we were going to do this little dance, right? This is what we thought we were going to do. We're going to trade sideways, blah, 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 and we thought we were going to do this. Okay, we thought wrong. Understandable. Nobody's perfect. I don't got Miss Cleo's crystal ball. But when we lost a 50 moving average and we lost this, okay, then we have to put this on the table as adults. And you know what? Rip the band-aid off and just, rip the scab off even if you want to. We're already there. I mean, we're already there. You already kind of handled it. Now, there's probably going to be some boring consolidation because usually this 50 moving average trails a little bit behind. So, it moves, it's a 50 moving average. So it's going to trail a little bit behind. Let me get my little brush, get my Picasso mode out here. Where's my little brush at? Well, what's up, AD? How you doing, man? You selling everything? You cheating on everything? What are you doing? You getting rugged out here? Why, what is going on, Rico? Don't tell me you're getting rugged. There we go. This 50 moving average is going to trail, right? And it can trail and do something boring like that. That could happen. Now, it doesn't have to happen like that. And that time, what's going to be happening, a lot of these candles probably going to be doing a lot of silly stuff like this right above this prior all-time high, becoming future support, until eventually, like that. It's probably not going to be, picture perfect like this scribble. That's why I'm doing scribble scrabble, because I mean, don't take it this as concrete as Bible or nothing like that. This is something like how this moving average moves, and we could potentially have something if everything follows this prior resistance becoming a future support. The 50 moving average is nice and easy. It doesn't like to play with, especially in the higher time frames, right? You go down to the lower time frames, it's going to get a lot more noisier and stuff like that, right? Oops, 1 second. Never cheating, bro said. So we could see something like this, right? We could see something like this play out, which, again, it'll come right back to this area of this 100K Bitcoin. Are we going to have where these two tops and that's it? And then that's the end of the bull run? We'll figure that out then. But really, I want to see Bitcoin come up here. 120K Bitcoin, everybody's going to put all of this behind them. You know, I'm not going to let it slide, but everybody's going to try to put it behind them and act like they were bullish the whole time when most likely they were paper handing, when most likely they were cheating. But you know what? I know how this goes. If you guys are rocking with me, if you're subscribed to the channel, you're going to be along for me on this ride, and you guys are going to know how it goes as well. If you guys got solid projects, you guys got solid plays, let me know in the chat right now. Let me know what's going to survive this little boring time in the market. Let me know what community has what it takes. They should be here right now. They should be here right now. I see a lot of XPX. I see, obviously, AD with the ring, but also repping, OG Brett. And you'll see a lot of people quiet right now, which is crazy. It's crazy. But Bitcoin, 76,000. Let's see where we're at in the lower time frames. Let's see what we got popping off for everybody. 1 second. Okay. So on this 5 minute, this is still a downtrend, right? Check this out. Still, look at how, if we do they should be. I know people are, they're just kidding. They should be though. Right here, this 5 minute. This could be a potential nice little long. This was a nice little long right here. You can see this one. Woo, that was fun. This one right here, this is a nice little fun one. Woo, that was fun. And you got something coming up again, right? This was a nice little shakeout. You're at the bottom of this volume profile on the 5. You can actually trade this, right? You can go down to the 1 and you can actually trade this coming up. Now, there's all these little opportunities that you can have fun in the market. And if you can make it fun, it's even better, everybody. That's why it's really important to stay away from the negativity, really important to stay from the mopey person down and out, because they will make sure, you guys heard it a million times, like misery loves company. And like, you can't grow no seeds in misery, everybody. You have to protect your energy. You have to protect your peace. If everywhere you go is very negative and stuff, that's not good, because then you can't make the market fun, because you can actually still have fun right now in the market, but what you're seeing is people buying into everybody's going to every like back room and stuff and whispering a bunch of like gossiping around and stuff that they don't even know. The markets are going to turn around and all that stuff. I wonder who's going to call them out on all this, like, oh my god, like they don't know. They don't know who's going to call them out. Nobody's going to call them out. That's what's crazy. I'll call them out, because this thing's going to go up no matter what. I want to know, where do you think your FEG token is going to be when BTC's at 175,000? It's going to be higher than it is right now. Where is your XPX going to be when BTC's at 165,000? It always goes into these color ranges. It's going to be a lot higher than it is right now. So losing convictions and solid plays right now and running around is the complete opposite of what you want to do. And it's something that you probably won't even tell nobody that you're going to do because it's going to be an error. You're not going to even want to tell nobody that you did that. You're almost going to keep it to yourself because you're paper handing great projects right now. And we're seeing that these markets are going to turn around. If you have a solid community, you're good to go. If you got tangible products and services, you're good to go. If your team is building nonstop, you're good to go. And you know what? I have to defend the FEG team. We're seeing some crazy, discounts on the FEG token on XPX and Smart DeFi altogether. These guys are grinding nonstop. I know what it takes. I know what it's like now personally to grind all the time, even when you're sick. And even when I'm sick, I'm still, you guys. I don't know if you guys think that it's just like relaxation time or something like that, but that is not the case. Like all last week, even when I started being sick, I mean, I was working on APIs. Everybody, I'm not the same guy that when started this stuff. Like, I only continue to get better and learn and educate myself on this stuff to continue to adapt to this space and to be able. And last week was API stuff, everybody. When I first was starting this up, I was just connecting to APIs, have people. Now, literally, this is what we're doing. This market's going to turn around. This market's going to turn around, and you want to look for great projects. Great projects and great community, honestly, that are not being hit by this too hard. Now you're going to be tested, but you're going to have to punch back. You're going to have to punch back against people who are obviously just following the mob, everybody. People are just following the mob and they'll never say it. They'll never say that they're selling at losses. They'll never say that, they're getting rugged by their favorite KOL. They'll never say, they'll just keep chasing and chasing and chasing and chasing when they really should be looking. And this is where I think the war on rugs is really being highlighted to me. And I'm coming in hot, everybody, because I'm sick. Okay, so the filter is not being filtered that much, but I think this is where Feg token and the Smart DeFi ecosystem should stand up the strongest because it identifies why it's important to have some of these utilities, why it's important to have this type of launch pad. This is the time in the hard times when the market's being tested that you highlight some of the great things about asset backing and things like that. The staking, the fair launch, the way that the tokens launch to force teams. It's very easy to see what teams are being dedicated to making things happen or not. It's easy to see people all excited making things happen when things are pumping. And you know what? This stuff takes work when things are pumping and when things are not pumping, everybody. Okay. And I think that the war on rugs is definitely being highlighted right now. So are the markets going to turn around? Yes. Do not treat your main play like you're treating your gambling plays, is what I'm going to tell you guys, because I think everybody's just throwing everything in one basket, and that's exactly how you get wrecked in this market. You better be able to identify your gambling play from your meme coin play, because not every meme coin is a gambling play, you know? Not life is a gamble, really, right? You can leave today and walk outside. You can throw your leg over a motorcycle, and some lady can start texting on her phone and eat a stop sign and change a guy's life forever, right? So life is a gamble. Life is risky. The whole thing about life is risky, right? It's got some risk to it. I mean, but you don't want to get the tab for not taking any risk. You know what's more risky? Not taking the risk. And that's why I'm risking it all, everybody. We're all in. XPX to the moon, Smart DeFi to the moon, everybody. The war on rugs is real right now. The war on rugs is real right now, everybody. And you can see that this space has gotten very, very cutthroat, and people are saying one thing, doing another. Oh my God, you could just see it because the prices are showing everybody's true colors. You could just see it. Let's go XPX, man. This is the play, man. This is the play. This is the play. So BTC going to turn around? Yes. Right now, no. We might as well just, where's my 50 moving average? There it goes. We got to wait for that 50 moving average to turn around. Don't get lost in the sauce with hate this president, love that president. I like the color blue, Democrat. I hate the color red, Republican. Don't get lost in that. Don't get lost in that. Don't get lost in people were coughing. Don't get lost in China's mad. Don't get lost in this because there was North Korea mad before. There was a Chinese balloon before. There was all kinds of stuff. This just kept going up. People kept making money while everybody was chewing on the fear porn, right? So chill out, everybody. Chill out And this is why the war on rugs is real. Let's start off with Feg Token, everybody. Where's the gorillas at, man? Honestly, like I need the gorillas to stand up right now because this is why Smart DeFi was essentially built, everybody. Smart DeFi was essentially built. And I'm here to show you guys. I mean, XPX is delivered on everything that's on that website and more, everybody. And it's going to be delivering a lot more. Feg Token has done the same thing, but this war on rugs is real. The war on rugs is real, everybody. The war on rugs is real, everybody. It's right here. We have Blunt House right here with a Beezy, right here doing his thing, doing some technical analysis with everybody. These have been so cool. Check this out right here. This is pretty cool. Let's see what RTR has to say right here. This was 10 hours ago. What do we got going on right here? All right. All right, let's break it down because it's actually insane. ETH still hovering around 2017 prices after everything Ethereum's accomplished. Makes zero sense. I agree. And while we're here, yeah, let's bring up BNB chain into the convo too, because that chain been doing serious numbers in its own lane. Two very different approaches, but both shaping the space in major ways. Back in 2017, Ethereum was ICO mania. Scalability was just a theory, proof of work, POW, burning energy like crazy, and security was shaky. People weren't buying what Ethereum was. They were betting on what it could be. Fast forward to now, whole different story. The merge was massive. Switch to proof of stake, POS. Cut energy use by 99% and tighten security. That wasn't just progress, it was Ethereum proving it's built for the long game. Price still not doing what the price is supposed to be doing, right? So let's see what else he's got going on. Let's see. He's having a little talk as well. Layer two, like base, Arbitron, Optimism, which XPX allows you to off ramp base or Arbitron, not the other two, but we'll add those as well as we add liquidity to that. So, real transaction, billions locked in, and helping ETH scale without breaking. EIP 1559 burning fees, deflationary pressure kicking in. ETH isn't just fueled anymore. It's got real monetary structure. Hashtag DeFi took off. Hashtag NFTs changed the game. Now you got giants like BlackRock circling ETH and RWAs. Add the dev growth from 2K to 20K plus since 2018. And it's clear people are building here because ETH works, everybody. It's honestly the truth. Like everything that's ETH has accomplished, and even like ETH ETFs, it still didn't go to like all-time highs. So, the market's somewhat being suppressed. It every time that it is being suppressed, it does not allow it to just stay being suppressed. It eventually kicks off. So now, listen up, everybody. If you're on that BNB chain, listen up. Now, BNB chain, respect where it's due. Started on Ethereum, broke off in 2019, and built out a fast, low cost, efficient machine. It's not pretending to be fully decentralized, and that's fine. It plays to its strength. Fast block times, super low fees, and it gets the job done for mass adoption. Pancake Swap alone is sitting at 2 billion in total value locked, TVL. The whole ecosystem has over 5 billion. It's not trying to be ETH. It's doing what Ethereum took years to figure out, but in a way that's more controlled and user friendly. 3 second blocks, 200 plus TPS. Transactions per second, and they kept energy low through POSA, a Binance and Binance Reach, launch pool staking, global access, BNB chain getting used. It's getting used. Let's see what else we got right here. Let's see what else we got. We got bottom line, both chains are winning just on different terms. Ethereum, the decentralized heavyweight, battle tested, slow but deliberate, with real trust behind it. BNB chain, the volume player, fast, accessible, and crushing onboarding. ETH leads in innovation and long-term infrastructure. BNB chain dominates on speed, simplicity, and daily use. Neither's perfect. ETH still gets bogged down in foundation drama, and BNB centralization isn't exactly a secret, but both have delivered big time. So yeah, ETH at 2017 levels feels like theft. Back then, it was moonshot. Now it's the base layer in decentralized finance. BNB, it turned an exchange token into a legit DeFi force. Different plays, but both writing the rules. If it isn't a setup for something bigger, I don't know what is. I know that this is only going to go bigger. I know that, even like Feg token being built on, the BNB chain and everything that we got. That's why I want everybody to know, like, what is the price of your Feg token going to be after you keep paper handing and you see your BTC at 170? You're going to be shook. There's no way Feg token stays at these prices and BTC's at 170,000. There just isn't no way. Everything's being shooken about right now. Everything is. And you know what? There's going to be a moment in time where, it's going to be a very glorious moment, because anybody that can survive and just stay lit till this time, you're going to reap the benefits, because there's going to be new money coming in. You don't think that there's going to be more retail coming in at BTC at 150, BTC at 175? We're not even touching into the yellows, everybody. We're not even going into the orange. I need BTC at 170. BTC at 170, and you got your neighbors with freaking BTC stickers on their cars and stuff like that. You got everybody talking about BTC. You got BTC merch going through the roof. That's the thing. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen, everybody. It's gonna happen. And this is going to happen time and time again. This is your .com moment, honestly. You guys can mess it up. You guys can make the best out of it. You guys can find great projects. You guys can support great projects, or you can just keep running around until eventually you figure it out at the end. That's just what's going to happen to a lot of people. That's just exactly what's going to happen. And I think it's important that right now we go full swing war on rugs right now, because it's clear. It's clear that people are being rugged left and right, everybody. And right here, you have a project that over 4 years has set out to make a great launch pad, to have great ideas behind it. And it's something that I'm bullish on, because XPX was launched on this. And I'm still to this day believe in this launch pad that I've been supporting for now 4 years, everybody. It's coming up on 4 years, this idea of, this whole ecosystem and them doing DeFi the smart way. Them doing the greetings from Daytona, Florida, man. That's what's up, man. I've been down there, man. That's what's up. Appreciate it. Much love to everybody over there. Yep. One of my cousins lives there. One of my cousins. There's a lot of Boricuas there. I remember grilling out for her. That's one thing I went there. I drove all the way there and hung out with her, and that's one of my favorite things to do. Well, I would do it a lot more back in the day, was grill out and stuff. Marinate some steak and throw it on the grill, and cook out with everybody. Cookout food is good and the vibe is nice. But man, I'm bullish on this. I'm bullish, and still I stand on it right now with, one of the top projects on Smart DeFi. One of the projects that continues to deliver on everything it said. There's no denying that. There's absolutely no denying that. There's no denying it whatsoever, everybody. And yeah, people are having knee-jerk reactions to the market. And paper handing a great project that's built on a great platform, for whatever reasons. The whole market's got everybody scared, and these market caps bring everything down, so people get scared and they're trying to figure it out. But honestly, you guys are in a great project right here. We're going to show off what Smart DeFi is all about. We want a project, as a gorilla, I want a project to send. We need to have that happen anyways. And I'm taking, the initiative and doing it myself, to make sure that it does happen. And sick or not sick, and, with the team and with the community, I'm doing that. So if you're a gorilla and you're out there listening, we want to make this whole Smart DeFi work. So shout out to all these projects on here. Go give them a look. Go give them a listen. Get ready for what we're about to bring out next, because honestly, everybody, this has to happen. Like, this has to happen, and we're going to keep making it happen, and we're going to keep bringing attention to Smart DeFi for your Feg tokens, for whatever token you invested into in Smart DeFi, because XPX marks the spot, everybody. I pop in once in a while to see your content. I appreciate it. I really do. I really do. The only knee jerks I have is to buy. This project is a project that's promoting all your Feg token all the time. This promotes Smart DeFi all the time. This promotes your Mali token if you're holding token. The XPX promotes your Noma token if you're holding Noma token. XPX promotes your Smart Pi token if you're holding Smart Pi. XPX supports this whole ecosystem and not only supports it, but shows it off and shows the possibilities and shows what could be done with it. I mean, and I'm that's just the truth. Those are just the facts. You got the space penguin as well. We see them everywhere, but when it really comes down to it, we're here for everybody to win, like it or hate it or love it. Hey, that's what we're here to do, and part of that's going to be there no matter what. Yeah, we got mofongo and delicious lechon. I knew it. I knew it. Yo soy boricua también. Yeah, so I knew it. Once you said Daytona, I already knew. I already knew. I was there. I was like, man, there's a lot of my people here. But here we go, man. We got this merch store coming soon, everybody. Very, very exciting about this because I want you guys to give Marlon a big shout out. This guy, this guy's amazing, honestly. What we're about to be bringing out is much bigger, and that's what we have. We have a great team. I can come up with some Mad Max ideas, right? Some crazy Rico all alone, um, hand on his chin. That's what I do. Everybody. I mean, I like to think, and we got some cool ideas that we're going to be able to do. And I want you guys to give a big shout out to Marlon because this thing's going to be really cool. This thing's going to be really cool, and it's not just one thing that we're doing with this. We're not just going to do where it just does one little thing. This is something that, because the way that I was just talking, you're going to see that this is just much more, much, much, much more. Let's go, everybody. Welcome in. So now I'm seeing a decent play. I got another screen watching this to show you guys some live plays that you guys don't have to be sad about the market. So here we go on the 5 minute chart. I just seen it on my other screen because I'm watching BTC all the time. Um, right here, this is where this potential probably has that little breakout. And you can see a little trend happening, but you'll see that it's always going to be happening. This little long trend, down trend, up trend. You'll see it happen. But I want you guys to come over to xpxpay.com. Come check us out. I want you guys to come check out the crypto Visa cards. Just yesterday, we had one of our biggest clients. People still using our stuff. Markets go up, markets go down. People still filling up their gas. Markets go up, markets go down. People still swiping their cards. You're still swiping your card every freaking day. Every day. And that's why XPX is so important to this space and important to the future of DeFi. And you guys get to be a part of that at the lowest market cap. You can't find another project at this market cap doing this. You guys can go join a bigger one. That's fine. Let me know how many X's are on the table, or you guys can be a part of this one that has. I mean, there's so many X's on the upward side for XPX. It's just crazy, everybody. It's just crazy how many X's. And what's wild is I got another utility that I'm going to be releasing it again. We got the merch store coming out first, coming very soon. And then after that, we got some more utility coming out. Whatever the market cap is, the market cap's going to be the market cap. That's not going to slow down from me realizing that this is an opportunity for Feg for Life, XPX2, for Mr. Mo, for people who are gorillas who came into XPX, people who are outside, people who came into XPX to really help establish one of the infrastructures of the future of payments. That's the bottom line, everybody. You want to have your fun with your coins? Go do that. I want you guys to have fun. I've had my fun with my meme coins. I've taken a break when the market already started to sizzle out and I started to see the spaces get very PvP and stuff like that. I like I said, I keep my fingers on the pulse of crypto, and whoa, you got a lot of people saying one thing and they're doing a whole nother. So whoa, back up just a second. And I want to support these projects. There's some that I'm still holding, still supporting because I can see that they're going to be very strong. But a lot of stuff right now, I can just see it right now. I can just truly see it right now, and it's everybody with a bunch of like fangs sticking out. Everybody's got like these long fangs because everybody's got the like little red right hood dressed up as grandma and stuff, and they're like what great crypto you have. It's like, be careful out there right now, the wolves are out. But this is the play right here, everybody. This is what you're supposed to be doing in crypto. This is the one that you can sit down and tell people anywhere that you're at. It doesn't matter where you're at. A meeting with your associates, a dinner with your family, you can say, hey, I'm invested into a project that's helping the infrastructure of payments because it doesn't matter what the market is. I just pump gas. Did I not just pay for this dinner? Do we not got bills to pay? Do we not have things to continue to transact? That's what we're supposed to be doing. You can sum it up. RWA, RWU, XPX is that, everybody. Rico, what's your opinion on Sui, mate? I think it will make a comeback. I'm really glad that I moved out of the Sui meme coins. When I told you guys on that one live, I was just feeling like it was. They started sounding like the Solana people, you know, and a lot of those Sui guys are Solana people, and it was sounding like they were really gonna make like Sui be that to show Solana what they were supposed to do and actually, but they did exactly what all the Solana they wrecked everybody, you know, and the actual Sui coin, just like holding the actual Solana one, is really good. Sui at these prices is probably something great to be buying right now. And if you can hold long term, you're good right now. Right now, I think that the Sui, uh, the just the native coin alone is really good, and that's what you'll see happen. I mean, organically, is like people will start to just hold the native one or the utility plays, right? So this is the utility play right here for me, everybody. This is one that I know I can speak for. This is one that I've seen the team back to back say and do exactly what they said they were going to do, and a lot more. I can speak for this. I can vouch for this. XPX marks the spot, everybody. Dev team is on fire. I mean, this is this is the reality that we live in, everybody. You're gonna be buying beer still. You're gonna be doing this, and if you want to do it with meme coins, that's fine. We off ramp 70 different meme coins. When retail comes in, this is gonna make sense no matter what. The thing is that people are trading XPX like it's other projects and stuff like that, and you're not realizing honestly that this is a big deal, everybody. To even at these market caps what we have, it is a huge deal what we're doing. Let alone the crypto Visa cards is huge, but crypto bill payments, non KYC is tremendous, and I see the pay portal. Markets down, some of the biggest transactions are still happening. So that's what we want. Something that's always on the outside working. And you know, XPX has been accumulating crypto because essentially the pay portal does work as a crypto reserve, everybody. So I don't know how many other projects out there have a crypto reserve, but XPX currently holds a plethora of cryptocurrencies on multiple blockchains. On multiple blockchains. How many projects do you know hold a plethora of, you know, of these 70 different cryptocurrencies on multiple blockchains? So we have that crypto reserve already. This is long term, everybody. This is your Amazon moment right here. XPX marks the spot, everybody. You can play cute if you want to, but this is definitely the future of cryptocurrency. This is exactly what we're going to be doing. Yeah, I'm holding. Sui have 1,000 tokens. That's 10,000 tokens. That's good, bro. Um, No, of course, bro. No, I think that's a good hold. Yeah, if you guys got any questions, I'm the dev of XPX. I launched it with an amazing team on Smart DeFi. We got staking live, lending live, crypto Visa cards live. I'm currently testing out a new utility that's going to be added to this over here. Remember, I've been telling you guys want a paper hand, that's fine. Whoever's paper handing, paper hand. I'm going to add a whole nother box to this section after the merch store. I'm just going to keep delivering just to prove to people that there are projects out there that actually do what they're supposed to be doing. And that should be a winner. That should be a winner. Otherwise, people are saying one thing and doing another. Otherwise, people are saying, hey, I just honestly want to keep getting rugged. That's where I want to gamble nonstop till I get rugged all the way to zero. And then I don't even want to talk about cryptocurrency no more. Or you guys can come out and check out xpxpay.com. You guys can come over here, non KYC, pay your bills live right now in the USA, Mexico, India, Malaysia, Pakistan, Guatemala. You see a lot of people playing catch up with us already when they were doing something similar to this. I mean, it's going to keep happening, everybody, because this is what I'm entirely focused on is the opportunity to capitalize on the future of payments. PayPal was not on CMC before, and there's going to be a lot of noise where people want to ignore that PayPal's on CMC now, and then there's going to be a point where you're going to see Cash App on CMC, you're going to see Zelle on CMC, and while you were running around and running around, instead of building something like this, the future of payments, it's going to be locked up. It's going to be sewed up. They're not going to let nobody else in, and if they do, it's going to cost so much. But here right now, sitting at a crazy discount, everybody. Let's go over to Dex Tools and check it out right here. You know, we got everybody doing the knee-jerk reaction move. The paper hands are real, everybody. Yes, they are, man. Right here, we got a downtrend that everybody's reacting to. Right here, sitting at 540K market cap. Go find me another project that has this much upside potential with this much utility out right now. Let me know. Don't worry. I'll wait. Here we go. That's XPX, everybody, and it definitely marks the spot. Now, let me go to what you guys like to hear. Let me show you guys some butt coin. This is what you guys love right here. Let's see what's going on. Right, let's start it off right here. We got 100 people, just broke 100 people. The voice getting a little bit raspier. Maybe we add some water to it, some healthy water. Shake this up, trying to get some vitamin C and all that stuff going, all that stuff they tell you to do. But really what it is just time. Time is the healer of everything, I swear. Time heals everything. Here we go. We got butt coin for you guys. This is what you guys want. Whew. Daddy needs a new pair of shoes. Let's go. Butt coin. Here you guys go. Sold out. Sold out, everybody. Here we go. What is this? Bitcoin in Italy. Holder submission. DM us. Let's see what this is. Oh, nice. Very cool. And wherever you're at right here, if you had an XPX card, you could be using it. Simple as that. Simple as that. They got one through Zubek. Cool. Should have got one through XPX. Let's go. Hodl. All right, let's go through some more meme coins, everybody. Let me give you guys what you guys want for sure. Let's start off right here on Solana. Always be greedy when others are fearful, and be fearful when others are greedy. Live by this and you will win. I agree. And live by this and you will never go wrong, guys. Let's go. Absolutely, man. Honestly. But people are so caught up in this euphoric stuff. They like to be greedy when everybody else is being greedy and get the chase going, you know? See what we got going on. Let's just go through here we go. I'm not even sure if I can say this live because I might get a copy. YouTube hates me anyways, but we got our Finder coin, okay? And of course, 52 million. Why not? You know, there you guys go. Now, here we go. We got everybody being greedy on this. Is this going to be your guys' play? This is the one that makes you rich. This is RFC coin, everybody. We're going to go through all of them because obviously this is the thing is the big players already figured out. People don't know how the cabal really runs the space and stuff. And like some of you guys are going to win off of some of these plays, and I've won even myself. But there are people with large amounts of liquidity that know how to move these things just right. And, you know, you'll see. Eventually, you'll just be able to feel it. You'll just know. But here you guys go. There you guys go. Don't think of a good idea. Just do this. This is better. This is going to be here. How high can it go? Super high. Super high. There you guys go. Even better.
Touch people, come on. Keep your hands to yourself. Keep your hands. They're so. Why do you always go to violence? And King Tesla has been throwing Molotov cocktails. Why do you always have to get violent? Peaceful protest.
Yeah. Well, here we go. We got RF coin. I don't want to offend nobody. I know people get offended very easily these days, so we'll call it RFC coin. This is the play for the day right here. So it's finding special needs people, everybody. If you're looking at this, wait for a pullback. Wait for a pullback. Let's go to the next one. This is probably going to be your new meta right here. This is how we find the metas and find exactly where we're at as a society as well. I think it's one of the best ways to here we go right here. Let's see, what is this? We got a wolf looking like a ferret. We got the dire wolf is back. Colossal and genetic startup has breeding 3 pups that contain ancient DNA. You know, you got a dog coin right here. There you guys go. I think it looks by TD Maxx. I'm not sure the meta behind it. Obviously, it's pumped up right away like it does on Pump Fun. You didn't know it was going to. Everybody tells you about it. You start to chase it. It starts to pull back really hard. Um, and then everybody turns into this space zone. They post some of these. Um, you know, you guys know this. You guys been going through it for a while already. Here you guys go. Howl at the moon, baby. Let's go. See what else we got. Let's see what else we got. This could be your next play right here. It's a CTO. So you guys already know. Nobody, you guys can't blame nobody for nothing. If you guys fail, it was because of you guys, right? There was nothing. It was a community takeover right from the beginning. Has that ever even made sense to you guys? How they can be like community takeovers right from the beginning? That's crazy, right? So let's go to the next one. This one's called Humanize, everybody. We're going to go through all of them um, and just have some fun. That's why it's called Pump Fun, because it's fun. And we're going to check out all the CTOs, all your community takeovers, double rug projects. Get them once, get them twice. Right here, Humanize, Soul, right here. This is, don't know nothing about it. I'm checking everything out with you guys today. This is just I don't know if this is AI, but I think it's AI. It looks a little fugazi. Here you guys go. Here you guys go. What does it mean? What does it do? You can make a picture of you into a cartoon. Humanize it. There you guys go. Grab a picture of the Peanut the squirrel, and it'll make it into a human version of it. This Pepe, this is who it turns into. This guy turns into this guy. There you guys go. It's actually pretty funny. There you guys go, humanizing him with this. So you guys can humanize almost anything. You guys should humanize a human and see what it comes out with. Humanize a human, see what it gives us. That'd be pretty cool. So this one's at $1.1 million market cap. Got some great volume. New launch, pump fun. Everybody's having fun. All right, let's go into the next one. This one's called Loopy. Most viral plushie. That's cute. Here you guys go. This one's called Loopy. Loopy's at the telly or something. Let's go check out the website. Let's check out. Here we go. Loopy.doll. So this has become a whole little meta right here. This is the meta right here. These action figures right here, everybody. This is one thing about this stuff though. Like, you know, while we're talking ish and we're having a little bit of fun and we're kicking up some dust. Like, hey, what are we gonna do? Kick up some dust. This is where you start to find where possibly you'll find your next play. You know, we see Feg Token doing this. We see a lot of projects doing this action figure thing right now. So what does that mean in the DJ world? That means that one of these action figure toy plays, you know, I'm sure if I say it live, I'm sure we'll see it. Should I say the next one that should come out live? They probably even got it. They got to have a. Here we go. We'll send it. I'm sure they'll launch it. A GI Joe coin, right? Is there a GI Joe? Who remembers GI Joe, man? Oh my God, I remember telling my mom I'd do anything for a GI Joe toy. Oh my God, you guys have no idea. I would like, Ma, I'll do anything. I'll do. Okay, so right here, man, we probably just found one. It goes right here. This is 6 days ago. New GI Joe Cobra currency. So they're doing like a Cobra Tate thing or Andrew Tate type of scenario. But if you did a GI Joe and it was already in this action figure pack, where's Saphir? Is he here? Or AD, launch it for me. I can't launch rugs, man. That's not just what I do. But with this like loopy stuff, right? And like all that action figure stuff, you might find a coin, a project, a meme coin with that idea. I mean, that would probably be a cool one, honestly. Imagine just the whole thing is this new meta that's going on with like, you know, we see with this like Feg token. Let's go to Feg token. That one's easy to find and it's pretty cool actually. I think Feg token that's because their marketing team and they're like when it comes to like I got to give these guys credit when it comes to like their guys up in there and making the graphics and everything. I mean, this is on another level. This is on another level compared to the other ones. Night and day, right? This is on another level. Launch it AD and send me the supply and then uh, and then we'll send it to the moon and stuff. But this is a meta right here. And look, all it would have to do is a GI Joe inside this. Who doesn't know GI Joe? Oh my god, I remember it was GI Joe. I'm like, but I can only get. I would do like chores around like the land, like where we stayed. Um, since I was like, man, it's crazy because when I look at a 9 year old today, it just doesn't seem feasible. But crazy, like since I was like 9 years old, 10 years old, doing stuff, and then the landlord would give my because we lived in the back house that had a house in the front of it, and it was a duplex house, and I would do like the yard stuff and just like little stuff, nothing too major because obviously I'm just a little kid, but making sure that the yard stays clean and all that stuff, and there's no trash around and the garbage cans are set right, and I would get a he would take rent off my mom's rent because it's my mom and my two brothers. It's just the four of us, and I would get $5. And I remember, the GI Joe toys were $5.99. So I would have to really have to like butter up my mom. So like when we would go to Kmart, because once a month I would get this, and I earned those $5. I still needed 99 cents. And I would try to, whatever I could do around the house. I always was that kid to, hey, if I do this, if I did that, we can, and so man, I would do anything that I could, clean out the car, do this, clean out the ashtray, whatever I could inside the car, anything. And these right here remind me of these GI Joes because they would come with like, a couple little things that were so cool, right? Um, yeah, so I mean, that does bring back some good memories. Oh my God, $5 went such a long way, to get such a cool thing, and yeah. All right, so I think Feg Token's taking the lead as far as how these action figure things look, but that Feg team, honestly, like I don't like. I feel for the guys right now because I know how much work it is, and like to do all this stuff, and I know the market cap doesn't reflect what like this gorilla has been doing, and rocks and RTR and everything like that, and it's all good, guys. Like and the way you guys can produce this level of like content nonstop is just amazing. Even this, like what other projects like just like giving you this much data and this level of like quality graphics and everything to give you an idea of what's going on. Like they're on a different level. Is it the market caps definitely don't reflect everything. That's like what RTR is saying, like with like price of ETH and everything like that, and the overall prices of everything. So I think there's a little toy meta going on right now. Maybe you guys can do a Toy Story one, maybe one of this. One house equals one house coin. Okay, it's a almost $8 million market cap. No website needed. This one, man, house coin. Good. Everybody needs that. Everybody needs a house. Ooh, who needs a Heineken right now? All I see is Heineken. What's your favorite figure? Man, bro, honestly, I would get these GI Joes because I'll be busting my butt. But some of the ninjas were cool, but the snow guys because I grew up in the Midwest, so some of the snow military guys were cool. All of them were just cool. When they started having the action figure, those GI Joes and their arms can move. Because before they were just all stiff. The toys didn't move that much or nothing. So when they started doing that, it was just absolutely amazing. I mean, I would my mom knew me. I mean, if I went to anybody's house or if I was taken anywhere, I would look around at something that needed to be done, and I was trying to squeeze some money out of the market. Everybody, I was trying to figure out. My mom was constantly asking, what did he ask you?" So he was asking me if he took out the trash, can he get $1? My poor mom having to deal with some young kid for some reason, uh, just had that turned on. I remember my first job. And again, I look at an 11-year-old. I was probably like 11 and a half, about to be 12. But I'm not sure if there's have you guys ever seen mini bowling, but they're inside of bars. These like little mini bowling uh, alleys, little tiny bowling balls and smaller pins. And what's interesting is like people bowl inside these bars. There's like a small alley. It's not even as long as a normal bowling alley, but behind the pins when they get knocked down, there's actually teenagers. I wasn't a teenager yet, but my friends were teenagers. Obviously, I was always hanging out with an older crowd, being the oldest, and my brothers being '90s babies and being a little bit separated from me being an '80s baby. I hung around kind of the older people naturally and stuff, right? And I remember when I told her I got a job, and it was my friends that got me a job for this. During the summer they worked there, setting up pins, and people bowl, and the bowling pins will go down. You'll jump off the back wall, set up the pins, and launch the ball back through that little thing, and it would send it all the way back to everybody. And you would get paid in tips and stuff. And I remember, imagine 11-year-old. I love my mom so much. Imagine her birthday's coming up. You guys are gonna have to sing happy birthday for her. But imagine a mom and an 11-year-old comes home and it's like, "Oh, ma, I got a job." And she's like, "What is it?" "Oh, I got a job at the bar." And she was like, "What? What do you mean you got a job at the bar?" I'm like, "No, ma, not like doing anything like that. It's just setting up pins. I promise I'm not gonna, I'm just gonna be setting up the bowling pins and the guys that get tipped really well and stuff." And that's just who I've always been, man. That's just who I've always been. So we got house coin right here. One house equals one house coin. What does that mean? I don't know. They don't even have a website. They don't need a website. They got pump fun. Everybody's having fun. They're at $8 million market cap. You know, if you got some Solana laying around, I think it's so simple and so basic that stuff like that works in this space. You don't got to think too much. I think sometimes I actually put too much thought into everything. That's why I have to have a utility project because, I mean, they're sitting at a $8 million market cap with all time high, and what they did was one house equals one house coin, and that was it. It's like you got to bring down. I don't know. They did great. I can't even hate on it, right? So house coin, everybody needs one of those. So most likely everybody needs a house coin. Let's see what else we got. I like to check the temperature of the space and seeing what we're posting. We got YN right here. Um, so let him join, yes or no. Okay, is this cat going to be able to join? Right now, it's looking like no, like it did. It's a little quick. That's the thing. You never know with these, right? Is it this one that does really good? Is it the next one? Is it which one is it? The one that does it, right? And is it this one? Here goes this is a meta right here. This ferret looking wolf. So this is what we're at right here. You don't know which one it is. So you are playing roulette a little bit. Here we go. Let's go to Fartcoin next. I mean, $555 million market cap. Launched off of Pump Fun. Nobody predicted this. You can't predict this. Don't feel bad, everybody. Look at this. Golly. I missed it completely, everybody. I mean, didn't even get a pullback, didn't get none of this. And hey, here we go. Looks like smart contracts, right? I wonder if these are all projects. I'm not sure if all these names are projects. Let's go to Twitter. It works, everybody. It was launched at a good time too. This little era of Solana was really good, and now it's got so many people. It's got a good amount of liquidity. It just has a life of its own now forever. But let's see if it went through its test for sure. I'm sure it did. Man, crazy, everybody. 551. Are you buying Fartcoin? It's on the dip. We want to do technical analysis on it. I can see it from a mile away. It's finding support where it did before, before it had this rally. Can it do it again? Possibly. Probably got to break past that. That's where it's at. So that's Fartcoin, everybody. Let me know if you guys bought some of that or not. Let's see. We got Gecko, and then we'll do Tickcoin next. We're going to do them all, everybody. We're putting in a little bit of overtime, see if we can finish sweating this out. And Gecko CTO, you guys know. Get you once, get you twice. We got Tickcoin right here. 22 million. This one's been holding good even with the markets pulling back. It's just been holding right here. And I think it's because everybody loves this, right? It's not, this is a human thing. It's been around for a while. Is this AI? Cover your eyes, everybody, if you're not.
Thank you. Miss, you forgot something.
Is that real or is that AI, everybody? You can almost leave a comment on any video these days and just say AI. And it probably is. Like, I'm not I think this is AI right here. I can't honestly tell. I feel like it's fake though. My inner guy, my inner man just knows. Not real as well. I could be wrong. This one looks kind of more convincing, but are these shadows off? Am I thinking too much? On these trees? See if the shadows are off? While everybody's looking at the girl. I'm over here seeing if the shadows match up on the trees to see if it's real. It's wild. That one's kind of convincing. Let's see this one. This could be like real pictures and then just like altered a little bit. The dog handler G.I. Joe came with a little dog action figure. That was one of my favorite. Oh my God, that's so cool. That's so cool. I didn't have that one. This looks like a real picture. The bike looks, unless AI knows how to make like a early 2000s looking picture look like that. This looks real. This looks like an old camera took this. What do we got right here? Honda Shadow. It's not even a big bike. Okay. I think some are and some are not AI. But I mean, this is going to be pretty easy to sustain. I mean, this is definitely not AI right there. This is going to be pretty easy to. What the? Here goes your daily dose of internet, everybody. Your daily dose of internet. Wild. Okay, let's keep it moving, everybody. I think, this thing could do pretty good. It could honestly do pretty good. I mean, you're not going to find a lot of guys saying that they hate the idea. Possibly wait for it. It just hasn't shooken out. I mean, some of these tokens that got listed on Binance had a bigger shakeout than this. Coming back to 10 mil would be cool because this is where this stuff gets magical, Every time a project breaks 10 mil, it gets magical. Wait till you, I like that. I like that. I'm from that era of tech, so I like that stuff. That's cool. Let's look at Mubarak and look at some like obviously some of the projects that got listed on Binance and they changed the whole little guy all the way. This one's at 32 million. It's hard, and this one's listed on Binance and can't even compete with Fartcoin and stuff like that. They're getting pulls from Binance and they can't compete with some of the stuff. That's how like RTR has a good point. Some of this market's a little like, wow, what's going on? I like this Mubarak though, man. I really do, because I think it's a safe meme coin play. With its Binance listing, with it's gonna have more money coming. I bet a lot of people who G'd it were not even like a lot of Dubai people who probably got into it. They're probably still holding, and there was a bunch of people who got in early. That this one's like the card version of the toy. That's what I'm saying. Fake Token goes all out when they do it. Fake Token literally does things on another level when it comes to their like production and stuff like that. And it's good to take note. This is a good one. This is a great picture for the internet. Let that one sit in. But I think these Mubarak, a lot of investors are still in there. I don't think they're gone anywhere. You guys let me know. Do you guys think that they're gone? Do you guys think that these Mubarak investors are no longer here? I honestly think that we're going to see another rise. I don't think that they shooken all of them out. I don't think that this is a play that actually just goes away. Um, I don't know. You guys let me know. I think this is a safer. Oh, here you guys go. Create a Mubarak photo. Instantly went retweet 150 split. These are so cool, man. And this is the meta right now. So if I see a GI Joe token and I see this idea around it, I know that one of you guys are listening for sure. Um, they're listening to the channel for sure. Maybe we do GI Joe token on Smart DeFi. Okay, right here. This is cool. You got some of the Captain BNB. You got Coco right here on the BNB chain. So you had Mubarak and you have the Captain BNB people close to each other. I mean, that's good cross pollination right there. And it just goes to show you, like Captain BNB is another one that I'm bullish on. I like that community, how they're just amped, man. They're super lit, and the prices do not match how amped these guys are. These guys either Binance listing, big buys coming through. I think my mouse just died. 1 second. I think my mouse just died. All right, my mouse just died. We'll let it charge for a little bit. It charges really fast. So we got Mubarak right here. I think Captain BNB is another good example of these markets kind of testing us because I mean their community's lit and they got to me a really cool meme and stuff. Captain BNB 2.9 million. I mean all that exposure. What's up, Troking? All that exposure that they've gotten and still, that's why sometimes people are asking, when Binance, when this, when that. It's like they're being hard on plays like Feg Token or thinking like, I mean, these guys are getting BNB added to they're getting liquidity injected and they still got to go through their trials and tribulations, right? And this is probably a good place to snatch up some of this Captain BNB. It's on this support. We talked about it a lot earlier. I still thought it was a good buy. So, I mean, this community's lit and they're getting so much exposure. And I think it's good to note that, like, a lot of people, I see them all the time. They're like, Feg Token, win this, or, win that. You get your win, guys. It's like, bro, people are getting exactly what you're asking for, and it's still not moving the chart. You have to, that's how it shows you that the communities are different than before because if last bull run, any project got some of this exposure, and I'm not saying this as a bad thing or anything, I'm but it's like we're dealing with different style investors, everybody. Take it how you want, honestly. I'm just going to say the truth. Like, take it how you want. Like, if last bull run, BNB had the nerve to inject even 50 measly K compared to like, large amounts of liquidity that they could inject. But if they would have injected 5K into Feg Token, the level of, being like, oh my God, BNB, CZ basically injected, 5K into, our liquidity pool. Like that's super bullish, right? And you're seeing that happen today, and you're seeing that we're dealing. Got my mouse back. Excuse me. You're seeing that you're dealing with a different type of investor right now. You're dealing with a different type of an investor right now because this love that this play has been getting is amazing. It's amazing, everybody. So again, and this is Captain BNB chain. Which one did they use actually? I want to see who they. So BNB chain community. They had an AMA up in here. We're gonna join this one up too. We'll check this out and see what's good. But even and it's still right. You had even a space right next to, Mubarak. You got liquidity being injected, and it's you got articles being published, and still, You got a different type of investor right now. This thing's got a lot of potential, everybody. This thing has a lot of potential. This is a play that to me is getting all the right stuff happen, but the timing as far as the market not being all excited with BTC pumping, this is why we're not seeing none of this stuff take form and take shape because everybody's scared. Everybody's scared. They think that, hey, the tariffs, we're not going to get to go into the orange this time, everybody. With Bitcoin ETF and Ethereum ETFs and BlackRock and Vanguard and this, that, and the other. Every other time we went to yellow, orange, even touched the red a little bit. But this time we're not going to. We are. It's just that everybody has to get shooken out. And we'll see a lot of that hype come back into these plays and maybe some of these huge achievements. Because to me, these are huge achievements that these projects have done by getting listed on Binance, by getting liquidity by Binance. And we're not seeing like the full effect of that. Where if last bull run, they did that with any project, I mean, that would be a crazy idea to even think about selling it because it has so much potential to pump. Here goes another one right here for everybody. You guys know which one it is. It's the banana with the cute eyes right here. We got Banana S31, everybody. Let's go to the website, show you guys these beautiful eyes. Told you guys about this one before it got listed on Binance just because it's very memeable. Didn't know too much about it, but hey, it looked good. Had some good characteristics. BNB chain, new play. Already had hit that 10 mil, and this is where it's at now. Now, is this thing not going to pull back? It possibly can pull back. It's holding really good compared to a lot of stuff. You know, this one got listed as well compared to a lot of things. Um, it's holding really well. But if you can DCA into a great play like this banana one, you know, any great play really, when the markets turn around, you're going to get to reap the benefits of it because there's no way that these projects got listed on Binance and got all this liquidity injected and that wasn't significant enough to make things go higher. What's going on is that BTC has everybody scared. The media has everybody scared. You know, every time somebody says tariffs, somebody gets scared. And, you know, so people are on the sidelines. They think that it's all over when this is kind of the trick of the big players. They have to make you think that it's all over before they make everything pump. So like that, they can pump everything and then, you know, start to use you as exit liquidity it always happens. You guys know. You've been through it already at one point or another. You might have not told nobody about it, but you're definitely going through it. We'll leave that one open. We need that. This is the Banana Project. Yeah, I think these are safe meme coins right now. If you're looking and you still want to degen a little bit, I would really look into safe meme coins right now. Or, you know, shake the dice. Here we go. We got a yellow duck. Just caught my attention. Let's go. Brand new. Here you guys go. Is this a play? Could be a play. It's on BNB. Low cap. This is kind of what you want to find before it pumps up too much. Simple meta. Pepe with a duck on his face. Bam, got it. Can't believe we haven't done it before. Maybe it has been done. Maybe I never seen it before. But somebody should have been put I think they did with they did a penguin instead. But Pepe with a duck beak on the BNB chain. Yellow's great, looks good, calls a lot of attention. Maybe this is your next huge BNB play because this is kind of what's happening. If you have to catch almost all the plays on these early things because you can get listed on Binance and people still don't want to appreciate that. I mean, there's some great plays doing some great things, getting liquidity injected, all kinds of stuff. They're still struggling. So a lot of people are stuck in this realm of chasing the next thing, chasing the next thing. Different type of investors, everybody. Different type of investors. We got Chain Talk Daily right here. I think somebody was just talking about this. Your chain, your news. Let's go to their website. Some BNB, everybody. Do your duck face, everybody. Remember the duck face? Remember when everybody was doing duck faces? All the girls. Okay. Interesting, gentle looking animation. Okay. Educational. For kids, maybe? Got it. I mean, I haven't seen nobody do that. Teaching kids? Nice. Yeah, that's pretty cool, actually. Could be. Education is always going to be needed in this space. Engaging in interesting conversations through open characters to explain blockchain news and concepts. Learn crypto. Oh, this website looks very Binance-y. This website looks very Binance-y. Where is this price at? 3 million? I would look at this one. This website looks really good. Learn crypto with experts' insights. Access educational content based on insights from industry experts like CZ and He to enhance your understanding of the crypto ecosystem. Discover CTD token. Let me see what's going on here. Learn crypto the fun way. Chain Talk Daily is an educational platform that makes learning about cryptocurrency and blockchain technology enjoyable and accessible. We believe in education. We believe in education that should be fun, engaging, and easy to understand. Through our video content, we break down complex topics into digestible, entertaining lessons that anyone can follow. I like this. I like that. This website looks so Binance-y. It's so clean. I mean, this looks like a Binance website. I would look at this. I would look at this. They put some time into this. This website's clean. This website's clean. Let's see what we got.
Dad, today my classmate told me that Bitcoin can make money. What exactly is Bitcoin?
Oh, Bitcoin. Simply put, Bitcoin is a kind of digital currency. It's different from the money we usually use. It only exists online.
Can I make Bitcoin myself?
Yes.
Not bad. I mean, this is going to be a thing. This is going to be a thing right here. You should be teaching anybody that you got close to you, you know, imagine if you say, hey, you watch a couple of these videos and then you can do whatever you got to do, play whatever game you want to play. Man, you'll put a kid way ahead of the game. Whoo! They better watch out for that kid. You could put that kid way ahead of the game. The blog is coming soon. I like this, but again, I like utility plays. I like things that make sense, things that I could see be scalable. Yeah, I mean, looks pretty cool. The website's clean. It's almost so clean that it makes me suspect that it's like, it's on MEXC, it's on Gate, 2 more exchanges. It almost makes me feel like it's one of their plays. This might be a play right here. This might be a play right here. And honestly, something that we should all be doing to some extent. If you know somebody that's younger, you're going to make a winner right here. Excuse me, everybody. I apologize. I'm human, everybody. I'm human. I'm having a human experience by being sick. Chain Talk Daily. Keep an eye on this one. This is probably a money bag alert right here. Low cap, not something too low where you're feeling like it could be a rug. You can wait for $1 million pullback, but if they can continue to expand on this, I would even like to have them up on the show but I nerd out on stuff like this because I think about like, there's always going to be kids, everybody. Like this thing could scale forever. You're always going to have to educate new people. We have always been at the forefront of education. See right here, this is right here associated with this tutorial token. This is perfect. CTD and 2 will make education more accessible. So they're latching onto that. Very, very smart. I'm going to be honest. It's almost looking like them because I almost think that they can't even hide it through this website. This website looks too, yeah, Gate is expensive. The fact that they're listed on Gate, bro, is telling me something with this one. I think this is one of their plays. I think that this could be like one of their, like how the tutorial token was one of their guys. This one right here. And then this thing, people saw the contract address and they just blew it up and now it's just a token. I wonder if this one was launched on 4Meme as well. Let me see. What was it launched on? There's something here. This website's too clean. Let's go to the tutorial. Let me go to their website. I mean, let me see what their website looks like. Very clean. Very good. The other one looks a little bit more Binance-y. They made this one look animation, but I mean, it is clean. Something's here with this one. Like, it might be a boring play because it's not as exciting as something else, and people don't, but there's something here. There's something here. There's something here. I would say get it before it gets listed on Binance, but we've seen that, hey, you can get listed on Binance and that still not do nothing. So get it before it pumps. How about that? Here goes a nice little CTO. You guys know what that means. Get you once, get you twice. Here you go. Probably going to get them 3 times. Man, all the way up to here. 15 million. Very nice. Probably turn it around. Get them to twice. Get them the 3rd time. This was a whole little meta. Get you once, get you twice. All right. Here we go. Nice little CTO for you guys. Who's going to do the next CTO on it? All right. Let's see what else we got. I like this one right here, everybody. I like this one. But I like the idea of educating the youth and getting people up to date. Like, imagine how many, like it could just make everything a lot better. It could make everything a lot better. Imagine a little me, right? A young me, instead of, cleaning up the yard or setting up bowling pins. You get a kid like that has that level of ambition, that drive, that wants to like learn some of this stuff, and you're like, all right, yeah, you can do this stuff, or you can go ride your bike after you watch some of these, Chain Talk daily videos, and you learn about some Bitcoin and some blockchain technology. So what? Exactly. Come sit down over here, watch some of this stuff. Man, what could you do? And I think thinking about the future and like in the youth is super important. I'm establishing XPX not just for all of us. I know a lot of greedy people just want to think just about this moment right here, but I'm doing XPX for generational wealth, everybody. If we can lock in, and we will, this financial infrastructure for the future of payments and be, one of the bricks of the bridge that people are going to cross, we're in there. I know that there's going to be Coca-Cola, Pepsi, 7-Up, Dr. Pepper, Fanta, don't you want a Fanta? But there's also going to be XPX. And maybe Fanta doesn't sell as much as Coca-Cola. Maybe Pepsi is struggling to keep up with this or that. But at the end of the day, everything is selling on that shelf. There's some action. And the slice of that pie for the payment infrastructure is huge. And I believe it's enough to have generational wealth. So if you're, want to think further down the road and not just your own house or not just about yourself, and you want to think about, that's a long-term play that anybody who was a part of Amazon early on, they got generational wealth. It's not just rich. Some people just want quick rich. They want one Lambo, and then 8 months down the road they got to do an oil change, and they're like, sheesh, what's going on? What's going on with the? And it's like, what? They want the Bugatti, but don't find out that the Bugatti tires are $40,000. Said, okay, you want that one-time Bugatti, but this right here to me is huge. This right here can lead to generational wealth. Wouldn't you want to know that, hey, not only did you leave your kids a nice bag of XPX and is staking and getting their rewards, but you also educated them on this? I mean, there's a huge amount of potential in that. All right, we got a Y2K coin. Oh my God, I remember those days. Mom making pancakes for some reason. We're all gonna go to the basement. The energy is gonna go off. God, man, that fear, right? That fear, man. They know how to pump that fear no matter what. And you know what everybody did during that Y2K stuff? More people got rich. The same thing's happening today. It's just called Bitcoin, but they did it with the 40K for Bugatti tires. Yeah. Because you know what? Tires are hard to advance in. Like, cars can keep getting faster, but they're also limited to the materials and the level that they can get to, right? And tires is something that, as these cars get faster and faster, they got to always keep upgrading the tire design because, being able to withstand the speeds and stuff like that. And it's a limitation. So those tires for those Bugattis to be able to go that fast, they cost that much because, they got to go over and beyond to create tires that can handle over 200 miles an hour. So Chain talk, man. I like stuff like this. I know most people don't like it, but I like stuff like this. I like the idea of thinking like, hey, maybe it doesn't even have to be your own kid. It could be your cousin or something like that. It could just be somebody that's close to you guys or something, right? I mean, a cousin, a nephew, and you know, or maybe even an adult. But it seems like they're getting where kids will be the ones being educated, which is so cool to think about, which is refreshing, honestly. It's like imagine just bringing kids into meme coins and saying, "Oh, what you're gonna do is wreck the next person." It's like, psh, godly, what are you creating then? It's like that. That's why the BNB chain has always had that educational aspect to it, and growing in that sense. Yeah. All right. What else have we got? We've been live for what, an hour and a half, sick and everything. Like, send it, send it. Let's see. Let's go to the tutorial token. Where's it at? I think this is a play, and I think that other educational one's a play too. And when we see Bitcoin go back over 100K, you're gonna wish that you had some of these. These are probably pretty good, and people are most likely gonna paper hand them, even though they just got listed on Binance. The other one will probably get listed on there as well if they can play it right. It's looking like a good BNB play, and BNB right now you could be accumulating BNB and have that BNB accumulation zone because I think CZ has already ignited the fire for this continuation of BNB getting hype into BNB meme coins. BNB doesn't feel like it's being left behind as much as before as far as like hype and those type of projects trending. So just wait till you see this type of this new excitement that's already around BNB, and then we have a BTC that's over 100K. BTC back over 100K, and a lot of our dreams come true. Your FEG token, your XPX, your yada yada, they're all going to be up. All of that. Your FARC coin's going to be up. Your Trump coin's going to be up. Your RFC token's going to be up. Your Troy, everything's going to be up. All right. All right, man. I don't think we have too much. We got a new launch right here. You guys can go check it out. You guys, Y2K coin. You guys got the Buckazoids as well. They've been pulling up. Go check them out. Some great communities pulling up nonstop. I think it's always good to keep pulling up in every live stream. Grind for your bag. It's a great way to get exposure. People look at this chat later on, and yeah, there's some great opportunities for people there. So we'll end it right around here, an hour and 30 minutes in, everybody. I'm going to give you guys the X handle. Of course, this is a play that you guys should be looking at, but probably you guys will go get rugged later on. This is at XPX token. Go check it out. This is where you guys want to be. We're building the future today, everybody. We're building the future today, and we got some fun utility coming out, and then we got some more utility for the future. This is where you guys want to be. XPX Pay marks the spot. You guys can go pay your bills, get a card, do what you guys want. Come over here and sign up. I think Binance will list Caspa. After that, switch to 10 blocks per second. That'd be crazy, bro. That'd be crazy, fam. It really would. We got xpxpay.com, everybody. Merch store coming soon. Just going to be more and more coming to this merch store that you guys are not going to want to miss out on. And it just shows how innovative we really are. And we're going to be doing something for everybody. So you guys do not want to miss out on this. Come over here. Order now. What's up, Saphir? Yeah, you just missed it, man. It was an hour and a half. We went through it. It's all good, bro. We'll pull up tomorrow. I'm basically, almost good enough to do the streams. I will say that. I know that for sure. So come over here to xpxpay.com. Order your cards. Come over here to Crypto Bill Pay. Come over here and order your cards or pay your crypto bill or pay your bills with crypto. Speculate on what I'm going to be adding over here very soon after the merch store. But we're just going to keep delivering, everybody. And I'll keep asking you, to find me a play underneath $1 million market cap that continues to deliver on all these utilities that are actually part of the future. You're going to wish that it's like somebody letting you know about the internet before the internet and you're still doing other stuff. It's like, this is the play, everybody. It's that simple. I'm going to keep doing this no matter what for not just me, not just a team, but for this community and hopefully generational wealth for everybody. Because just think about it. PayPal's on CMC, everybody. Do not ignore that. There will be more payment gateway people getting added to, this CMC, this coin market cap. And they used to block your account if you did any transactions with crypto back in the day. So the fact that this is coming from one of your own, this is being built day in, day out, no matter the market cap, no excuses. We're just pulling up and we're doing it. I think it's absolutely amazing. Come order your guys' cards today. Tap in with us. Come read the core components of XPX. Come use the staking protocol. Go take a loan out against your XPX tokens because it's being backed by BNB. This is a powerhouse of a project. It checks all the boxes, everybody. So come do your due diligence. Come check it out. I'm the dev of XPX. Amazing team behind this thing. Amazing community and more things to come no matter what the market cap is, everybody. This is something that you guys want to keep an eye on before the RWA meta really takes off, before the RW meta really takes off. And a lot of people keep saying that they are these things, RWA, RWU. I don't see it in sight, everybody. These are tangible things that you guys can do right now. So if you guys want to keep buying into roadmaps that never come into reality or white papers that are never true, go ahead. But this is one that continues to fulfill everything that we say that we're going to do because there's a huge opportunity that is not going to be there forever. This thing does not reset on cryptocurrency, everybody. Innovators, early adopters, early majority. Do you want to hit big, everybody? Do you want to set something up and not just wait to the very end so that when everybody comes into this market, you are one of the people that set up something very substantial that everybody's going to be using? No matter if the market's green or red, you're putting gas in your car, in your boat, in your jet ski, in your motorcycle, on your jet, in your Lamborghini. You still need to pump gas. Do it with XPX Pay, off ramp over 70 different cryptocurrencies on multiple blockchains. That's going to happen no matter what. The old world of currency is going to change, everybody. It's only going to be the majority of cryptocurrency. And people are going to be still filling up their gas, still paying their bills, and they're going to need products and services like the ones that we're going to be providing right here. So make sure you guys come check us out, xpxpay.com. If you guys got any questions, DM me at Rico Moneybags. Give me a follow. Definitely subscribe to the channel. And if you guys can't do that, continue to come back and experience the abundance of money with me. Until next time, you guys know what it is. Later. Thank you guys. Saphir, see you guys later, bro. TK, all the XPX fam that pulled up, all the gorillas that pull up, even the ones that don't pull up. Much love to all of you guys. This is a war on rugs. You got to represent and you got to swing back, everybody. So it's time to swing back right now and show people what great plays look like and support these great plays. So I'll talk to you guys later on. See you guys most likely tomorrow. Hopefully, we don't get more sick. I doubt it. I feel like it's just been nonstop recovery. And that's what we're going to see. And most likely when I'm feeling better, I'll call Satoshi Nakamoto. We'll get the prices looking better, but we're just recovering right now. So let's all recover together and support great projects and great communities. Behind these great projects, behind the purple and green, everybody, there are great people behind this. We got Feg for Life, XPX2, we got Saphir, we got TK, we have Psychedelic Angel, we have AD, we have so many great people behind this great project. So it's not just about supporting XPX or Smart DeFi, it's also about supporting the great people that see the opportunity here. So I'll see you guys later. You guys have a fantastic day, evening, a good night, wherever you guys are at. I'll tuck you guys in if it's a good night. Sweet dreams and that good